this is harder than we thought. Utopian is way harder than dystopian.
I'm just trying to think how we turn it into a stencil.
I've got some good ideas around this. No, I've got some good... Okay.
There you go. See?
Right.
Lots of wiring and tentacles and kind of like cybernetic robotic things all plugged into somebody. That's power.
Yeah.
And then, you know, what could be someone else siphoning out the information out of their heads. That could be a form of power.
If you want some more context, you should check out his book called Night Runner.
Yeah. Jump on Amazon. It's available there. Good plug. Nice. What do you got? So
I got utopian power, and this, I am actually really excited about this because I'm thinking of the sisterhood one, and there's this beautiful music video by an artist called Zayn. She's a Jordanian Palestinian singer, and the video clip, the song is incredibly powerful. Like, I cried watching the music video as well, and it's very cinematic, and they have this beautiful imagery of these women standing in a circle on a mound of oranges, braiding each other's long hair in this
that's
in these
that
gorgeous
one
dresses.
1, 2, 3, 4, right, and then the girl in the middle as well. Is it?
Yeah.
And
that's
they're all
braiding each other's hair in a circle, and I think that's really cool, and I think that's my utopian power. I'm going to reach out to her and see if it's okay if I do a stencil of that image.
Of course.
It's gorgeous.
That's going to be really nice, and just with like the color palettes and how many layers you do with a stencil, you can tell.
Complex.
No, but that's the great thing about it is you don't have to have the orchard behind it.
That's true.
You can just have that image.
Yeah, but no,
you can
go old behind it.
No, but hear me out. You can go old school, like, you know, like Baz Luhrmann, Romeo and Juliet, that MTV 90s generation thing. You could have, you know, the 1, 2, 3, 4, and these kind of cool, almost like Mexicali art that's kind of all popping out of it and stuff like that. That is a cool way of grabbing an image that is a beautiful power cinematic image, but then changing it into a stencil because you want to add your own twist to an image when you're making a stencil, right?
And I think, that's going to be my challenge because I've only ever done the stencil of like up-close portrait, so when it's a bit more of a landscape, still people, but landscape shot, that's going to be the challenge. Yeah,
there's going to be some real magical stuff that you can do there.
I'm excited for that. All right, what have you got next?
My next one was utopian fame. Utopian
very upset
fame.
About.
Because we were talking about like cool ideas of like, you know, 15 minutes of fame, and you know, the tombstone idea was kind of cool that we're working.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, we'll get to yours in a sec. But utopian fame, what is the like, I guess that could be what is perceived as the famous life, the high life, what it is. And again,
success maybe.
It's success, like that.
Utopian success.
Yeah, so we can play with that. I guess I could, I'll have a bit more of a think about it. But I reckon I could definitely do something again in that Night Runner realm of, you know, because like we said,
stick in that world.
We can stick in that world. So, I'm going to stick in that world because it's fun. You know, is it you can buy utopian fame? You know, for 15 minutes in the goggles, you see this,
is that utopian?
But for some people, they might see it like actually. That. Or again, if we're trying to break away from it, the fame could be, you know, what is a utopian fame? What do people perceive as utopian fame? Is it like a YouTube star and stuff like that? Because once upon a time, if you were famous, you're an actor or a musician. You know, now it's like influencers are famous. And now is that? I mean, that could go both ways. That could swing dystopian, utopian. Is it like?
It's empowering.
It's like the ability that anyone can be famous in the modern age. So that might be a cool thing. Or maybe I'll do like an old school retro, like, kind of Cold War-ish like recruitment poster about fame somehow. I don't know, I'll figure something out, but use that same styling so it's got that real kind of like pop art almost effect. Sharp edging. I'll think about it.
I'm curious with that one, especially like what we associate fame with. Is it success? Is it recognition? And if we look at like society, that's one, but if utopia, dystopia, but what about the individual? And it's sort of like, okay, what does fame look like in the utopian inner world? I wonder, like, if you could weave that through. I don't know what actually that looks like. It's just nice words, but I wonder if the themes, anything comes out of that.
Well, speaking of fame, what's the dystopian fame angle going to be?
Well, It's a bit morbid, but sort of.
But you already got the idea. You were ready to go with it.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I had the idea straight out the gate. That's awesome. This is that
one I was telling you about. I don't know if I'm going to stick with it, but
go.
The original idea is it was sort of building on that 15 minutes of fame thing of, in the dystopian world, it's like, well, okay, fame, what does that really mean in the long term? It's sort of just a crumbling, forgotten tombstone in the end,
Yeah.
In terms of, some of the more like surface level fame.
Legacy fame.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, now I can. I mean, I get that for the dystopian, but the utopian
version.
Yeah, what is fame? Is it let's think of a statue from the Renaissance or something. Roman statue. That's legacy. It's been around. Or an Egyptian structure. That's 5,500 years. That's fame that is surpassed any rock star, any movie person. We'll come up with a cool thing, and I'll find a way to kind of cyberpunk it, I guess. I was about to say cyberpunkerize, but that's not the right word. You can't create words, but that's cool. I mean, I can do what I want. All right, and then it leads you to your last one, which was
money, dystopian money. I actually haven't thought about this one yet. I'm going to have to think about this one in the dystopian money, because I'm going to look at value exchange, not necessarily, like a long time ago there was bartering. What does that look like in the dystopian? What are we trading for value? Maybe attention, right? I mean, that's what it is right now.
Advertising space kind of vibes.
Pretty much. Nowadays it's like everything that's free is only free because they're they're buying our attention through ads.
Okay, so that's going down that dystopian.
Like Black Mirror-esque.
Yeah, I was going to say that's also just a little side quest here. The reason we kind of played with this idea is we're big fans of Love, Death and Robots and Black Mirror and all those kind of things, and we also love absurdity things like Decameron. That was pretty funny.
That was so funny.
But it's funny how everyone all different things across different eras. Together. They all mix up all different concepts.
Actually, this one, the Night Runner headsets, advertising in your subconscious.
Like they did in that. What was it? It was in that Black Mirror episode where the person kept having ads run in their head.
Yeah.
Because they had the free version of life support or whatever that was.
That's like Inside Out with the memory, and then they plug in that really annoying song that everyone hears on the radio, and these little gremlins in their head being like, "Oh, let's put on that really annoying song in that memory." Yeah.
All right, and then I've got utopian money.
What is that? Yeah, what utopian value and what universal basic income?
How do we how do we raise everyone's genius? Utopian money. Or is it that the abolishment of money and commodities? Is it that coming up with a cool stencil that would represent in a cyberpunk world, like a sovereign wealth fund or something crazy like that.
Cool. And you want to go tech bro crypto?
Tech bro crypto, but not so stupid. Actually doing good for the world rather than suckling everything out of it. Or
Utopian money.
Yeah, again, I mean, at the moment, because we're just kind of rattling it all off. One of these is definitely going to be like recruitment style post that I'm just trying to figure out which.
Like the one in the kitchen?
Yeah. The one in the kitchen.
Money, wealth. What does wealth look like? Can we stretch money to wealth?
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. Money is wealth, right? So what does it look like in a utopian society? Is it that no one needs it? Or is it that everyone's got it? Or is it that everything's back to being affordable? Could be anything. So
affordable house prices.
Yeah. So how do we make that hard? Very difficult. And Toby's looking at me funny. That's how
Toby's got the answer.
Yeah. All right. Well.
So we'll keep contemplating, and our next step is to. We also need to decide on we've got ideas for our joint one, but next step is we're going to start drafting some of these images.
Yeah, and that's going to be a little bit of Photoshop time. Smashing some Pinterest boards and cutting up the styling. We should explain the styling. So the styling, obviously, stencil art, and we'll probably put a cap on how many layers we're going to do. We don't want to go too wild.
20.
No, definitely not. I'd say probably a max of 3. So we want to do shadows, midtones, and highlights. But also in the styling, what we're planning to do is a mix of hand drawing. Oh, it's all cutting and stencils, right?
We're not using a laser cutter.
No laser. It's all hand cut. We're all done with a Stanley knife and using transparency film. But the creation of the artwork will be done with a mix of looking at some Pinterest stuff, ripping images from Pinterest, and hybridizing them with Photoshop and merging images together. A bit of hand drawing, photos that we take, photos that have been taken of performers or shows, and then potentially we're allowing the rule of just a little bit of AI to kind of add some extra unique concepts so we can kind of do it, because when you do stencil work, sometimes drawing is not your strongest suit, but it does help unify everything. But that will probably be the limit of what we'll do with our good friends of the artificial kind. The rest of it will be a matter of like how we can, in old school guerrilla stencil work, how you rip multiple images and mash them together. Because that's what the original kind of artwork was when it was more propaganda and street style. It was always about like grabbing an image. Like Banksy's a classic example, right? He grabs an image of someone that looks like, for example, the protester throwing the flowers. That's grabbing multiple images and cutting them together and piecing them to make something work. So that's the goal. So
and we will be time-lapsing some of the stenciling and the spray painting as well. You guys will get to see a lot of the processes, the blood, sweat, and the tears, and the laughter and the crying of when things don't tears
work.
And crying. Okay, it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a good time. We
just spent 5 days renovating and we had a great time. So I'm sure art will be even more fun.
Exactly. But I'm looking forward to this, and I look forward to updating the rest of the people that are watching this beyond the period of time here, and seeing all of our artwork do its thing.
See it come together. We'll keep you updated.
Yeah. All right.
See you soon.
Ciao. Oh, Toby.